hope you are having a good Lenten season in which you have been able to build your relationship with God. Before I start, I want to thank God for this day, as well as Utchin and Youth Fellowship for this opportunity to speak to you all. For today's devotion, I wanted to focus on the Gospel portion, which is Mark chapter 12, verses 40 to 44, which reads, Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, the poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." The poor widow exemplifies many character traits that we should all strive to attain, but today I wanted to talk about her faith. According to the writer of Hebrews, faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. This widow hoped to receive God's provision, but had to take a leap of faith. It must have been really scary putting the remainder of her life savings into the treasury box, knowing she did not have a definite means of receiving money afterward. This widow was faced with a choice. She could make the seemingly logical decision to keep the money for herself so that she could pay for food and other necessities. After all, that was the only amount of money that she owned. Or she could put full trust in God and believe that He would provide for her. This decision was a lot more difficult to make since the widow would have no money afterward, but she decided to do it anyway. As I was reading this passage, I started thinking about my life. We also have a choice. Oftentimes, I want to have control over every aspect of my life. I meticulously use a planner to plan out due dates for assignments, test dates, homework problems, and time spent hanging out with friends. When my plans get changed, I feel anxious over the lack of control. But I have been trying to put more trust in God and His provisions, and I would love to encourage all of you to do the same. Using the example of the poor widow, I'm attempting to recognize aspects of my life that are simply outside of my control and giving those problems to God in prayer. I reflect on how much He has provided in the past and believe that He will continue to provide. I hope that this reflection of provision will continue in our lives throughout the rest of the Lenten season and further as we continue to recognize how our God provides for us. Thank you.